Tune in and watch Lori and Amelia as they talk health and wellness, keep you in the know, highlight do-gooders in promo, and spill the tea in Never Have I Ever. And now, it's time for the rundown.
Yay!
Hi, puts a smile on my face. Hi, Amelia. Good morning.
I know. I just reminisce like, oh, when do we get to be together again? It's so much fun.
So much fun. Like, such great memories. And again, I know exactly where we were on all those.
It's so fun. Okay, well, let's hop in. So hello and welcome to episode 83 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Madl with Promo Corner, and joining me is, of course, Miss Lovely Toned Buff Lori Bolton of Totally Bamboo. I didn't know it was a gun show, man. I got my sweatshirt on and you got a tank top on. We're obviously in different locations.
Yes, and I'll get into that after our sponsor, but yes.
Okay. So yes, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, which is Greater Pacific. Greater Pacific is full service sourcing products and managing every aspect of production with staff on grounds in Asia and utilizing their time-tested 20-step project management protocol. No need to worry about quality control, product safety, CP, SIA, that always gets me compliance, and hundreds of details regarding custom manufacturing. So go on over and check them out at greaterpacific.com. Thank you, Mark. And here we go.
Love.
Love. Thanks, Greater Pacific. So Lori, where are you? What's new? What's going on?
Oh my gosh. So I'm in Austin and the weather is gorgeous here. When I was driving to the airport on Monday, literally left a couple hours early because we were getting a snowstorm. So went from that to like, it's been 80 degrees. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I'm in Austin seeing customers for the week.
That is awesome. And I'm super jelly. You got a tan and you have a tank top. And here I'm in a sweatshirt. It's 40 here. A few days ago, I got a suntan line from being outside in my garden. And then now I've been wearing sweatshirts again and jackets and stocking caps.
I know we got to get out of this. We're in April now. We got to get to spring soon, right?
Yes, it is spring.
Yeah.
Somebody better tell Mother Nature it's spring. I had to put a towel on one of my plants that I had transported outside already because it was nice and it's really heavy. And I was like, I can't move this thing again inside. So I just took a big blanket and laid over it to try and keep it from getting too cold last night. I don't know if it worked. But
that's the problem where you and I live. Like I told you, it can snow up through Mother's Day. They recommend you don't plant anything until Mother's Day, which is crazy. Because I'm ready.
And that's coming up. So you're in Nashville, or no, you're in Austin, but my brain is in Nashville.
And guess who's house sitting for me? I know.
I give up.
My son. Lucas drove 12 hours. He did break it up. He went to Michael's first and then stayed a couple nights and then drove. And he's got his dog Blue, which is kind of funny that that's Lucas's middle name. And the dog he rescued name was Blue. So it was meant to be. Yes. So he's house sitting at the house, which I'm super, super grateful for. And it's just, we had a good 3 days together. It was really amazing. So
that's awesome. I have been busy over here. We're getting ready for my daughter's first prom. Super exciting. School ends here on like May 20th. So we don't have much longer, like 6 weeks of school left. I've been in full planning mode. Women's leadership is coming up and it's in Nashville. So when you said Austin, I get my like fancy dates going. So prepping for that. And I just got off the call with my regional association. We're doing a golf tournament in Kansas City and St. Louis. So just lots of stuff going on.
That's so fun though. Like I love this time of year where we start getting into more activities like that. I think it's awesome. So
yes. So speaking of activities and hopefully being able to be outside, what is your living with Lori tip?
So you've got the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen, and every year the Environmental Working Group releases the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen list. And what this is, the Dirty Dozen alerts consumers of the produce with the highest concentration of pesticides. And then the Clean 15 highlights the fruits and veggies with the low to no pesticides residue. So if you look at the Dirty Dozen, and we've talked about this before on the podcast, blueberries, they're so small, but they typically contain the most pesticides and chemicals than anything else on this Dirty Dozen list. So keep this in mind. I mean, all stuff we love, strawberries, the cherries, the grapes, the nectarines, all that are fruits going into spring and summer. These have the most pesticides and chemicals. This is where when I'm coaching clients, I tell them if they're going to invest, because some people say, you know what, I can't afford to do organic. Perhaps you, on the Dirty Dozen that you see, you choose to do organic. The cost of having to go to the doctor because you're not feeling well, because you're putting chemicals in your, like these little blueberries are chemicals, in my opinion.
I don't like that list.
Amelia, I'm telling you, and this just was released. So this is an updated list from last year. That's your Dirty Dozen. And then your Clean 15 is what they've determined to have little to no chemicals. So I know you don't like avocado. What else don't you like? You probably don't like sweet potatoes, my guess. You do. So look at all that. So good. Sweet corn, pineapple, onion, papaya, sweet peas. Again, you're talking about summer and spring fruit, but these are clean, clean, clean. So again, just be aware when you're shopping, especially with that Dirty Dozen, invest the money on organic strawberries and organic blueberries, if that's what you choose to consume. I know you're like, whoa.
I love that. And I'm also getting ready to strangle my dog right now because the delivery guy's here. So question, I know you said, so like the peaches and the spinach and stuff, that's why I have a garden. I've planted my own spinach, so no pesticides.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm planting my own spinach, so I don't have to worry about that. So I can keep eating that. My neighbor has a tree farm, so they have fresh peaches and apples. So if I buy them from him, because they're natural, I'm planting green beans, so I'll eat those from my garden, and I'll plant some peppers. Strawberries, I cannot grow to save my life. So I like that. On this list, I like everything other than avocado.
Oh my gosh, good.
So I'm good.
You're so good. And again, it's healthy choices. If you're making the investment to work out every day, to meditate, and you're watching like what you're eating and what's going in your body, you really need to pay attention to the pesticides in the food you're eating. We haven't even gotten into like poultry and fish and meat and what that looks like. This is just your fruits and vegetables. So it's the Clean 15, the Dirty Dozen, and I would love to know what people think when this airs, when it drops, and if they do invest in their groceries, the fruits and vegetables. But I love it. I can't wait to plant my tomatoes, which are going to be organic, and I'll do 3 varieties, and then all my herbs were literally grown from seeds from an organic farmer that he shared with me, and it keeps going every year. The soil's even like very pure. I love it.
I don't know if it's pure or not, but I always like to mix a little fresh horse manure from my father-in-law's farm and chicken.
Yep.
When we clean out the chicken coop, you mix it all together. You let it sit for a while so that it doesn't burn up your garden. But man, does my stuff grow like no other with a little fresh poo.
A little poop. And I'm sure, because I know how you feed your chickens. So when you look at that life cycle, right, of what you're feeding your chickens, and then you're reusing that byproduct for your garden, like it's a great circle of life. Really great, actually.
They do get pellets like bagged feed, but they eat a lot of fruits and vegetables because we scrap everything to them. So
I love it.
Chickens.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So yeah, I love when this comes out every year. So again, Clean 15, Dirty Dozen.
Awesome. Okay. Well, now we are moving on to if you know, you know. and I don't know what you know, but I do know there's been some moving still, not a ton right now. I will rattle off my people, and maybe you'll know some of them, and maybe you have some other ones coming along. Greg Armstrong. Do you know Greg? He worked at Logomark for a while. Our connection to everybody is, hey, they worked at Logomark for a minute. So he started a global productional sourcing company. So I saw that recently.
He started it, so he's like,
Mhm.
wow.
Yep. And then PCNA hired Doug Mitchell as their chief growth officer.
Wow.
Sounds like a big boy title.
For sure, right?
Yes, my buddy Craig Wallace, who is a local here in KC, he is been named the VP of Sales at Cap America. So kudos to Craig. I got to see him the
Amazing.
other day. Ray Rodriguez, do you know Ray? He was at Tech
Yes.
World forever.
Yes.
Love that man. So he had semi-retired and was just kind of doodling around and started another like side consulting business. But he announced that he has a strategic partnership with several factories in Mexico. So he's doing that as a business with helping people source more locally. Mexico's a little more local than Asia and China and everything. So, and then my biggest news is Joe Douglas left Orbis, but I have yet to see where he is going. I think he's taking a little time off. By the time this drops, it'll be all over. But as of today, when we recorded this, where are you going, Joe?
Oh, where are you going, Joe? Amazing.
Do you have anybody that I don't know about?
I do. So, so Carla Weston, she was with Crystal D.
Okay.
And she left and she took a job as a job at TechWorld as a regional. So yes, if you don't know, she's the sweetest young and upcoming lady, young mom, just absolutely beautiful woman. So, yeah.
Very cool. I will have to meet her sometime soon.
Yes.
The other newish news is the new board of directors for PPAI. The new
Yes, I did see that come through.
I don't know. I know two of them. I don't know one. So Erin Riley of Pop Promo.
Yeah.
Lori Bauer. I know you know her.
Yes, I
Didn't she
do.
present you with an award recently?
She did present me with my award that I'm still so just blown away, but what an honor.
Yeah, so Lori Bauer, she's with I Promote You. And then Zach Ottenstein, and he's with the Image Group. And I do not know Zach, but I'm sure I will get to know him more since he will be front facing on that board.
Amazing.
Yeah. The last thing, let me flip. I have so many notes, so I gotta like keep it all written down. The last thing I saw that I love, which is movement and shakers, and almost ties into our next of do-gooders, but Facilis Group launched an Empower initiative to empower women in the promotional products industry. So that's a new and upcoming thing. So if you know, you know, but there was too many people to list that are on the group for both Facilis members, and then they brought in an advisory board from outside of their company, and there was way too many people to name off, but go check that out.
Super cool.
Yeah. Lori, I have a do-gooder here, but have you heard any do-gooders that deserve a shout out?
No, and I was home for the 3 weeks, and I feel like as great as that was amazing. I feel like I'm out of the loop. So now that I'm like back out, I need to pay attention, and I'm on the road for all the whole month of April.
You just need to corner people. Do you know any do-gooders? Do you know any do-gooders?
And you know what? You're so right. You are so right.
Well, I have one because I do not get to leave my house as much as I would like, but I do read and follow all kinds of newsletters and keep up with everybody. So something that I thought was really cool. There were several, but sometimes I have to pick because there's too many in 1 week to keep going. So Paradise Promotional Products announced an exciting sponsorship with the Special Olympics in South Carolina, I'm sorry, Special Olympics SC for Area 6 pickleball. How cool is
What?
So the Special Olympics SC Area 6 pickleball is part of the broader Special Olympics movement, which aims at providing year-round sports training and athletic competition for children and adults with intellectual, I think I have intellectual, with intellectual disabilities. So through the program, the pickleball, they promote physical fitness, social interaction, and development of skills, life skills among its athletes. So that is really cool to include this hip sport, this new thing that's taking over, and get involved and have fun and provide a value at the same time. So good job.
I think that's amazing. I love to hear that. It's amazing.
Good stuff. We're just rolling right through here today.
I love it.
Plowing through.
So I have to tell you, Amelia, I'm going to veer for just a second, which I know. But so I'm at this hotel. I'm at the JW Marriott in downtown Austin. So there's a conference right now going on. There's about 1,300 like fire chiefs, EMS, paramedics, primarily men.
Chihuahua.
And I'm sitting over to the side, but they're like all on the Starbucks line. They're so cute. They're so cute.
Nothing better than a man in uniform, right?
It doesn't matter what kind of uniform. True.
No, it does. It matters.
It does. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, in terms of like, yeah. Anyhow, super cute, and they're all such gentlemen. I haven't really interacted with the females too much, and not intentionally. I mean, I say hi, but I don't think they like me in their
something
space.
Catching your eye, you're like, I got some eye candy over there. Keep looking. Eyes here, Lori. Eyes here. Pay attention.
I'm right here. That's why I moved myself to a corner. Can you see I'm in a corner?
They're probably like, what is that crazy chick doing?
Yeah, totally.
Just be like, hi, boys.
Anyhow, it's so good. Like, just when you talk about do-gooders, these people, they're obviously saving people's lives. So it's pretty amazing.
That's awesome. So that's a great one. They're do-gooders. They do a lot of life-saving stuff and work crazy hours and shift work and do it because they love it.
Yes.
On like what to watch, what to follow, I have a report on more of a trend stuff going on as opposed to anything that you would actually watch or read. But you have been home for a while. So I just wanted to ask, did you binge anything? Did you read anything?
No, I'm still reading our book, The Art of Not Giving. That one I'm still reading, Amelia. Have you started it?
I made it through chapter 1 and then I got sidetracked.
We need to regroup. We do. We need to regroup. So no, I haven't. Lucas came out and he put a movie on it, like starting it at 10 o'clock. Like, remember we talked about the different personalities, like the wolf? Yeah. I lasted 5 minutes.
There's a lot of dolphins out there, so just know there's a lot of me's. We don't like mornings.
I love it.
We revolt. Okay, well, mine is something that you and I both admit to talking to, and now everybody else knows that we're just not naturally tight-skinned and don't have great genetics, but the trend of Botox.
Yes.
So before I tell the story, I got to say, I've had some issues. I went in 2 times and my Botox did not take. So I just went in again yesterday. I was like, am I become immune? Like, I fucked in. I keep sending her pictures because I was like, it's not taking. And she goes, what's wrong with your face? And I was like, I don't know. Fix my face. I can't get my wrinkles to go away. So I'm hoping we tried a different kind. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to have to let it.
No, what did you try? Because what did you try?
So I did Dysport, didn't work. And then it's like Zerima or something. It's a different brand. And then she opened a brand new bottle and mixed it right in front of me this time to make sure it was like the freshest of the batch. So
have you heard of Juva? Have you heard of Juva? It's not I mean, it's newer, but that I rotate my toxins.
Okay.
So ask her about, and I'll text you it. But I've had like I'm frozen pretty much, which is what I wanted. So
Hmm. Okay. Well, I'm waiting for right now. It looks sort of good. It's just if I
it's
make
really
any
good.
movements, then I'm like, I got a lot of movement. Okay. So enough about that. All the men following us are like, shut up already. Okay.
Sorry,
So
guys.
yeah, boys, you should know this because your wives, girlfriends, and even daughters are hopping on the bandwagon. So Botox treatments have increased over 57% from 2018 to 2022. So we need to be selling Botox as opposed to promotional products, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
And it's going to a younger demographic. So according to a survey, 2/3 of the procedures were 50 and younger.
What?
Yeah.
So do you
So
know
I
what I
guess
think's interesting about that is it's expensive, Amelia. If you're gonna do anything of like substance, I mean, if you just do maybe like 10 units, which 10 units is like one injection for me, right?
I'm like,
So
that's that
yeah,
corner right there.
that's the crow feet. And by the way, you guys get Botox too. I know many men in my world that get Botox. So
And I think they should because men don't have not all men, I don't want to generalize it, but a lot of times they don't do the same skincare that we do. They're not
right.
exfoliating, they're not worried about sunblock, they're not trying to protect their foreheads. And because they don't have bangs and stuff, a lot of times the men, you see those really dark, really deep lines in the
Yes.
forehead. But the other trend, so out of that 2/3 that were 50 and under, 24% of them were age 18 to 34.
What? Who needs Botox at 18?
So I guess people are doing it for preventative. So I asked my lady, I was like, do these little 18-year-olds even have wrinkles when they're 18 and 24? She's like, some do, some don't. She's like, the ones that don't are just doing it because they're trying to prevent getting wrinkles, because if it's frozen and they're not doing that, it will stop it later. But I was like, at 18, I couldn't afford ramen noodles. Who the
Right.
F can afford Botox at 18?
That is my point. Is it's expensive if you're going to do anything that's actually going to make a difference. And if you're 18 and you only have a few wrinkles, perhaps, right? But you've now just added this expense to payroll. I don't know.
I'm not going to rat out any ladies about what Botox costs for any of our fellows that listen and their
Yes.
wives do it. But we'll just say I'm not the only lady that goes in and says, just charge this much to the card. And then I pull out a wad of cash because I don't want my husband knowing the total cost. And they're like, every lady does that. They have a cash and credit because they don't want to put the full amount on the card if they have a shared banking account. So
I love it. I don't have to worry about that. I just slap down my card and away we go. But yeah, it's not it's expensive, and it's, I don't know what to say, but it's expensive.
That's
That's
why I always
fascinating.
verify. I don't know if you ever did this in your previous relationships, but I have a credit card in just my name, but my husband like pays the bills online. So when my credit card comes in, because I'm the only one that has access to it, I go through and verify all the charges, and then I throw away all the back pages and just give him the one that has the total cost. And he's like, "How do I know if this is right?" And I'm like, "You wouldn't know either way because you don't, that's just my credit card. Only I spend on it, but I don't want him to see my line items sometimes."
Oh my gosh,
It's good to pay. I just initial it. Pay.
so awesome. I love it.
Oh, you know,
Here's the stub. Just go pay it.
yeah. I don't go through his credit card bill. And I know, yeah. So
Yeah,
I have my
exactly.
beauty.
Right?
Women, we have our different things. We do the ask and don't tell. He has all of his hunting stuff. So I don't ask how much all that shit cost. Don't ask me how much all this shit cost. And also, you're welcome, husband. Like,
Yes, you're taking care of yourself. Do you love how we're like convincing? Do you have more on the Botox? Do you have more?
nope, that was it.
So I will give feedback after I get this done, but I'm getting a CO treatment done, and it'll be my face, my neck, and my décolleté, and it's apparently pretty spicy, which is fine. I can handle it. but I'll be like red for like 5 days.
Oh, is it
But
like
it's
a
a
peel?
CO2. Well, it's a laser treatment, a CO2 laser treatment, if you will.
Uh-huh.
But it's going to like it'll actually get rid of the wrinkles I'm treating with Botox right now.
Okay.
So I'll keep you all posted if any of my women listeners out there have had one. I would love to hear about it. But that's coming at the end of April.
Okay. I need to ask about this for me because I have a few like little capillaries, when you get them like
Yeah,
under your eyes where it's really thin
yeah.
right here. Not to the naked eye, but to me. And so I want to get like some type of skin treatment. I don't know what they do for that, but I feel like as you
We'll talk offline
okay.
because I've
There you
had
go.
I've had
Fellas,
a
you
couple.
can do that too. Especially old men, they seem to get it like in their nose a lot. Like
Yes.
guys get it there. It's unfortunate, but
You
maintenance,
can
man.
fix it. You can fix it. And I just had 3, you can't see because the scabs have fallen off, but I just had last week, I just had 3 precancerous things burnt off. So for me, like insurance covers this for me because
Mhm.
it's all preventative. I know it's mind blowing, but the treatment will actually help get rid of that precancerous stuff as well. So
Yeah, I had 2 burnt off here a while back, and I have a follow-up for my derm to do the full body.
yes,
It's been a few
every
years, so
6 months
all
I
those
go.
moles. Yep. Yep. Once you have it, they're like, you have to do that. Once you have
Yeah.
one spot removed, you have to keep going
Yeah.
back. So, okay. Well, Lori,
Ooh.
never have I ever. I don't know. So I picked one since we're kind of on the vein topic. Never have I ever cut my own hair.
Absolutely have. I've also given absolutely.
Yeah, I think most women do. So not my whole head of hair, but the fringe, the bangs, cut those all the
Yeah.
time. I will say in high school, the trend in the 90s, don't judge me, it's come back though, was where you shave the back half of your head, where you pull it up in a ponytail
Yeah.
and then you shave that. I did that to myself in like 8th grade. And then I took clippers to school and I did it to my girlfriend in the junior high bathroom. And I was like, I
What?
don't know if you can kill me. Yeah. So I cut my hair and hers. I cut my
That's shaving, not cutting, that's shaving.
yeah. I cut my son's hair all the time. Like for 2 years, I cut his hair because he wouldn't go into a beauty shop.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
my worst experience ever, I didn't cut it. My sister did. But when I was really young, I was going to go get a haircut. And she was like, oh, let me give you some bangs since you're going to cut it anyways. She took sewing scissors and chopped here all the way across. I had to leave the beauty shop with a Dorothy Hamill haircut. This was like
Yes.
a 3rd grade. I bawled and wore like a stocking cap forever. I was
Oh, Amelia. That's so funny you say that. The thing that is I'm laughing about is the sewing scissors. Like, why didn't you go to the beauty supply store and get a pair of like proper shears to cut?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
use the sewing scissors, and the blades on those are like, you can't get precision. That's meant to cut cloth.
yeah, she just took a chunk right at my chin and it was like all of that short and the rest was longer like that. And oh my gosh, it was awful. I didn't want her to get in trouble, but I was upset. Yeah, it was whew. So every
I
kid
have.
yeah, kids cut their own hair when they're little. So watch the scissors, parents of young ones. I do
Right.
have a picture. I wish I would have had it pulled up, but my daughter, one time I caught her behind the kitchen cabinet when she was little, and there was all these locks of hair. And luckily she did it more the front, but not to the scalp. So we were able to fix it. But you got to watch those little ones. They think it's easy and they just
It's so funny that when they're little and they do that, that's the first thing they think of rather than like cutting a pillow or cutting the couch or they're
yeah,
going
and
right
they go
for the
straight
head.
to the scalp. One of my nieces straight to the scalp, and her mom was like, put a
So
headband
easy.
on. I don't know what else to do.
So your trend was shaving the back part of your head, right? So
Yeah.
our trend was to give each other perms. So we would go get
Oh,
the perm kit and wrap, wrap, do the solution, put the little shower, cap on and let it sit. I mean, it reeked. It smelled so
mhm.
bad. But these are, my sister and I had stick straight hair as an adult, like I don't anymore. I've got some wave to it, but when growing up, it was stick straight, and we wanted it to be curly, so we gave each other perms. Sure,
I did the perms in late elementary school too, and I don't know why that was not meant to be, but I did it anyways.
I love it.
As we all did. We all went through those bad hairs in
Yes.
the late 80s, 90s. It is what it is.
So fun.
All right. Well, that's wrapping us up. Thanks again to our sponsor, Greater Pacific. Go check them out at greaterpacific.com. Thank you so much for watching, and tune in again. Our next episode is April 26th. I just can't believe how much time is flying by. I say that every time, but literally, I'm just like, it's gone.
I know. I mean, I just want to enjoy summer, because then we're going to holidays again. I just want to enjoy the spring and summer.
I'm ready. And in the meantime, I need to get some tan like you, because I put on my shorts the other day to do some yard work, and boy, my neighbors needed to wear sunglasses because it was paste. It was pasty. I was pasty.
I love it. You're gorgeous. You're absolutely gorgeous.
Well, we will see you all soon, and thanks for watching.